Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko. Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko. Mahalagang mga balita, napapanahong impormasyon. Kami ang inyong gabay pag may bagyo at sakuna. Serbisyo ng gobyerno kapag may nangangailangan. Mga proyekto ng Pangulo, damang-dama ang pagmamahal niya. Tulay ng mga hinaing, ang problema ng bayan ating lulutasin. Tulay sa himpapawid, tulay ng pagbabago. Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko, ng bagong Pilipinas. Radyo Publiko, Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko, ng bagong Pilipino. Mga proyekto ng Pangulo, damang-dama ang pagmamahal niya. Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko, ang boses ng Pangulo. Karamay niyo kami, kahit malayo man kami nakakarating. OFW magsasaka, buhay ay iba't iba, san mang lugar ng bansa natin. Tulay ng mga hinaing, ang problema ng bayan ating lulutasin. Tulay sa himpapawid, tulay ng pagbabago. Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko, ng bagong Pilipinas. Radyo Publiko, Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko, ng bagong Pilipino. Mga proyekto ng Pangulo, damang-dama ang pagmamahal niya. Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko, ang boses ng Pangulo. Radyo Publiko, Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko, Radyo Pilipinas.
Yes, mga igala, maing adlaw ka natong tanan ug welcome diri sa panaguban sa atong tulumanong tambayan sa Radyo Pilipinas. Kauban ninyo Armando Feniquito, mga igala. Yes, mga igala, no? Kumusta tag tanan diha, no? Karon tak na ano, nanginaot ko nga of course na nato sa maayong kahimtang karon, no? Well, bisa unsa pa ka maayong panahon karon, mga katambayan, no? Naadji mga kakulian, no, nga mahitabo nga di na to damuhon, no? Or di na to ginadahom, mga igala, nga mahitabo, no? Actually sama to sa katong mga nawala nga mga kuan, no? Ang mga nawala nga mga unsa ba to? Mga recreational fisher kuan sa ba to? Recreational fishing enthusiast or sa bato sila, wala, gusto lang mo palaot pa, no? Okay, syempre I think since last Sunday, I think, no, last Friday, wala ko ina-observe, no, nga weather disturbances, no, walay gale warning, no? Walay unsa ni, pero kato, no? Nahitabo gitong kuan na to mga igala, nahitabo gitong maong kuan nahitabo to siya mga igala nga unsa ni? Nahitabo to katong kuan ba? Nahitabo tong pagka kuan sa atong amihara mga igala, no, which is very unfortunate, no. Ang kuan lang ani karon mga igala is pag naipit manggod ang kuan ano tong authorities mga igala kay wala daw kuno giko something wala ay kuan, no, wala na by lapses or something anang ano nakakuan legal ba or dili do ginaingon lang sa tuang kuan mga igala sa tuang Philippine Coast Guard mga igala nga kuan ang Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao mga igala na ongoing ang investigation mga igala, pero bago makuan mga igala no investigation unahon sa gyud, no, unahon sa ang pag-rescue, no, unahon sa gyud ang pag-rescue sa tuang mga katong nabili na 15 mga igala, no. Ongoing pa ang search and rescue operation mga igala, no, kay dito mas makuan, no, dito mas mahibaw-an, no, with the survivors mga igalo katong mga nakasakay, no, well napa sila possibility nga buhi pa to sila, no, nga kuan gyud buhi pa itong mga mga nakasakay atong recreational motor bangka na kuan, no, amihara mga igala, no. So well, and to think na mga storya mot lang ha ang katong mga nakasakay kabalo sila unsaon nila pag layag, no, and even napo daw to sa grupo daw mga igala, no, nga kabalo man lang it's because they are diverse, no, pero ambot ngano kay ingon ato gyud, no. So ang makatubag is kung makasurvive dong well makasurvive jud, no, makasurvive jud ang katong nabili na 15, no. So anyways mga igala ato paminano ang gipahigayon na press conference, no, actually sorry kung late kay ko pero kagahapon ni siya mga igala, no, ang paunang kuan, no, sa tuang Philippine Coast Guard mga igala, no, nga si ang deputy head mga igala, regional head mga igala sa Philippine Coast Guard, acting pa lang ni siya mga igala, no, nga si Commander Macy Gabion mga igala, kauban niya mga igala, no, ang CMO officer sa kuan mga igala, CMO officer sa kining kuan, no, Naval Forces Eastern Mindanao nga si Lieutenant Commander Jerome Bryan Mauring mga igala, no, with regards sa kuan, amot kung mustorya ba siya diri nga video mga igala. So anyways mga igala, paminaw na to ding mga otoridad na to.
Say Amihara, other information regarding on the destination and regarding on the other questions that you have in mind is under the ongoing investigation of the Philippine Coast Guard. So as of now, there is no information yet to be divulged to the media and to the people because the investigation is still ongoing. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, parang reason na lang kasi natin yan, ma'am, ongoing investigation. Pero klaro naman na anong oras galing sila dito, nakaalis dito sa Santa Ana Wharf. Parang very simple, no, na sagutin kung anong oras sila kasi may hapon, may sabi, gabi. And who gave them the authority, ma'am, to fly?
Yes, ma'am. Naintindihan po namin yung pressure po ng media and also the people, lalo na po yung mga kababayan natin sa Davao region. But as of the moment, ma'am, the Philippine Coast Guard will not issue any statement with regards to the details of the vessels and the procedures during the deployment of the vessel, not until the investigation is already final and already finished.
Okay, ma'am, before others would like to ask, ito na lang po, ma'am, isa. Saan na tayo ngayon, ma'am, sa ating search and rescue operation? Are we still in the search and rescue or are we now in the retrieval operation?
Yes, ma'am. For that question, ma'am, we are already on the day 4 of the search and rescue operation. And yes, to clarify, Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao is still on the search and rescue phase. And this phase will continue until, because the Philippine Coast Guard is really in high hopes to finding these passengers, all 15 of them, and put them and to be returned to their family safe. So that is really the main goal of Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao, and the search and rescue will continue.
Detalye, ang kulang na confirmation. How will this yung tanong na meron bang permit, meron bang clearance, and anong oras, gabi ba, or and mga details like that will affect the investigation when in fact lumalabas naman sa social media po.
Yes, ma'am. We believe, ma'am, from Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao, that the only verified information is only posted on the website officially by the Philippine Coast Guard and Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao, and the rest is not verified. So, kung nakita nyo po from the post of the Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao and even from the Philippine Coast Guard Facebook page, is wala po tayong information na dinivulge on the details regarding the vessel, regarding the motor bangka and the passengers, because that is very vital and very part of the investigation that is ongoing.
Ma'am, just a follow-up. You are now on the 4th day of the search and rescue operation. Ano po yung chances na buhay pa sila?
For us, ma'am, for the organization and for all of the team that is joining the search and rescue operation, we are really on high hopes on finding all of them. That is the goal of the search and rescue operation as of the moment.
Okay. Ma'am, I understand na your mandate under procedure law, that's 993, na you have to ensure the maritime safety and security, and you also have automatic identification system and tracking devices. What happened, ma'am? Despite the gale warning, lumayag pa rin sila, nakalayag pa rin sila.
Yes, ma'am. For that, ma'am, as we all know, we have the SSCN. So the tracking system, and we are really doing that part, and that's why we have this search plan. We have determined their location. So that is also the information we have for them to be tracked. But due to the tides, the current, the weather, all our possibilities, and we are doing our very best for us to intensify those information for us to locate those 15 more passengers.
Hindi po ba natin na-monitor ang travel or the sea movement ng Amihara, knowing that you are on high alert status on that day kasi because of Bagyong Ada, there's also a gale warning?
Yes, ma'am. For that question, ma'am, I will apologize for that question because that is also part of the ongoing investigation. So this time on, we are only really focused on the search and rescue operation.
What's the account of the testimony, account of the survivor?
The statement of the survivor, ma'am, is his statement. And it will be part also of the ongoing investigation of such accident.
Christopher, yes. Can we at least interview him if able?
As of yesterday, ma'am, hindi pa siya pwede na i-interview because hindi pa stable yung kanyang emotion. So, when in fact, during our psychosocial first aid na pinanda kahapon, that is not actually the yung session talaga, but then andun lang kami para makinig sa kanya. So, we did not dwell on the incident, kung paano kayo lumayag, paano kayo umalis, but then the emotion, we focus more on the self of the survivor. So, hindi natin siya po pwede pa muna ngayong i-interview kasi nga we also have to respect the person kasi nga baka maibigay niya ang mali na information kasi kahapon nga during the is hindi magka-connect kasi nga andun pa din yung mga niya. So let's give him a time na pag ready na po siya.
Sige ma'am, thank you very much.
No, ma'am, the survivors nasa Campanacalization Hospital po. So, under their care po, so pumupunta lang po kami in coordination now with the DOH.
Coast Guard, last two questions na lang. Coast Guard, paano po natin siya nakita? May mga statement na may floating device, may statement na may floating device. DOH can also answer kung how possible it is yung survival, the probability of survival also of the remaining 15. Paano po siya nakita? So, napalutang-lutang, lumangoy lang, or may floating device? For 2 days.
Yes, ma'am. As per the survivor statement, kung narinig niyo po, nagpalutang-lutang po yung survivor papunta po ng shoreline. And syempre, dahil sa weather, sa lamig, and sa tides and current, is nag-floating siya until na malocate siya on the 20th of January about 10:46 a.m.
Paano po yung makakasurvive, ma'am? How would that be possible?
Yeah. For that question, ma'am, we will refer that one, no, because as of the moment, I am assigned on the mental health and psychosocial support. Thank you.
Probability na lang po ng survival. Thank you.
Ma'am, about the survivor, ma'am, he's one of the crew ng bangka. So, considering that a crew knows how to swim, and yung survivability natin sa dagat is, sabihin na natin mga 7 days na yung survival period. Then yung point pa na isa siyang crew, kaya niyang mag-survive ng ganun katagal. And at the same time, tinanggal niya yung life vest niya para makalangoy siya ng freely papunta sa island. Nakita siya sa southeast of Thailand. Walang cramps, no?
Walang experience cramps
Dehydrated, yes. Based dun sa attending physician niya, yun yung findings nila, until yesterday, hindi pa makabuka ng swero kasi nga yung veins niya is kilot. Kaya ang request ng survivor and at the same time the family is we need to give him space muna so that he can recover fully.
Saan pala talaga yung accident site?
For the accident site, ma'am, yun nga, sinabi ni ma'am, we are still trying to find out and investigate the exact location kung saan nangyari yung
Possibilities, talikod or object?
much more far, ma'am, sa Davao Boat.
Accident site, ha?
Yes, sa Davao Boat nag-start yung scenario, yung incident.
So mo to mga igala no, ang pahayag no sa ato ang mga otoridad mga igala with regards atong nitabo nga pagkawala no. I don't know if they are capsized, kung to na-capsize ba tong kwan gid mga igala, I mean nalunod tong bangka ato or nawala unsa ba no. Kung malamang kung nakuha to nag-capsize gito no. So kanang ang mga butang mga katambayan no nga murag grabe no. Naabot na pala yung mga story but well under kan pa no pag ma-rescue ni sila mga higala diya na mag-commence tong investigation mga higala no. So kanang mga butang mga katambayan no hopefully no ato ni i-manifest no kay ang kan pa ang family pod ba no luoy kayo. Oh, luya to ang mga luya pamilya sa mga kuan mga higala, luya ang pamilya sa kining kuan no, kining mga nag katong sakay mga higala. Luoy ang kuan dito mga higala, especially pod mga higala no ngadto sa mga crew sa barko mga higala. Luoy katong mga crew sa barko mga higala, what if mawalaan sila trabaho no like katong si kuan Christopher Bulig mga higala. Tama ba ko? Si Christopher Bulig ba ito mga higala? Kung katong unang nakita mga higala last January 20. Tanaw sa notes ha. Christopher Buligan. Buligan ba to? Bulig day mga higala. Christopher Bulig mga higala no? Breadwinner sa maong bangka mga kuan mga higala no? Silang pamilya. Hopefully dili na mahitabo mga katambayan no. So tabangi ug ampo ang pamilya mga higala no kay para kuan pod no unta makita ng sila mga higala, no. Anyways, mga higala, sa ito pagbalik padayon nato ng hisgutan, no. Human lang sa mga importanteng pahinumdum ng atong Sibianan. Yes, mga higala, balik kita dito sa ito panaguban sa itong tulumanong tambayan sa Radyo Pilipinas, kauban niyo Armando Feniquito, mga higala, no. So, anyways, mga katambayan, karong panahon na, kumusta mo di atanan, no? I hope nata balik-balik ko ginakuno nata sa kwento. Tapos katong mga nanguli na karon mga katambayan, no, sa ilahang mga balay, no, rush hour na, no, hinihinay na nagagawas, no. Hinihinay na nagagawas mga estudyante o ba mga nag-opisina nga sayo nagsulod, no, o guban pa nga mga trabahante mga higala sa mga opisina, no. O ingat-ingat mo diha, no, sa inyong pag-uli, no. So naman tayo mga libreng sakay diha, no, pero di lang mo maginilugay, no, pipila lang na sila mga higala, no. Pero kaning libreng sakay, no, dako po kaning tabang mga higala, no, sa uban, no, especially kung kuan kanang wala ay masakyan mga higala, no. Although sa love bus, kuan sa love bus mga higala, no, kaning puno-puno gina siya usay magtindog mo maguot kayo, pero para sa kuha dako na pud ng tabang, no, or kuan na gina dako na ng alibyo balag magtindog ko gikan dras bangkal padulong mental mga higala, kay at least makauli na ko muni ako si paabot kay usa magtindog na maghihapon ka dira pila ka oras, no, panaabot dira sa mga kuan. Tapos Friday pag yun na una na ron. So anyways, mga higala, dinita sa ito ang kuan para itong hisgutan mga higala, no. Kuan lang mga higala, no, as to the specifics lang, no, sa katong hitabuan nga lugar mga higala. Actually gidiscuss di siya kagahapon sa Philippine Navy, no, or Naval Forces Eastern Mindanao o sa Philippine Coast Guard mga higala. Katong mga something kuan, no, nga technicalities, gamay technical mga higala, no. With regards atong pagkalunod o pagkakuan, no, sa tuang mga atong ang tawag nila is recreational bangka, motor bangka nga kuan mga higala na amihara, no. So mo to mga higala ang kuan, no, isa sa mga sa press con. Actually taas nga press con ug dugay-dugay pud nga press con mga higala, no. So anyways mga higala, dito maglangan ato ng paminaw, no, ang kuan pahayag, no. Una dira mga higala, no, ang kuan civil military officer sa ato ang kuan mga higala, no, Naval Forces Eastern Mindanao nga si kuan, no, Lieutenant Commander muna siya mga higala, si Lieutenant Commander Jerome Bryan Mauring mga higala, o ang kuan, no, Deputy kuan mga higala, Deputy saan siya mga higala, Deputy District Head mga higala, no, acting Deputy District Head sa Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao nga si Commander Macy Gabion. Paminaw na to.
Able to prioritize securing them before their gear and equipment. There was an inflatable raft, but it was not secured to the boat, so it fell off the boat and was swept away immediately. So everyone was secured and was able to wear their vests. Yun din ba yung sabi ng bulig, ma'am?
Kahapon ma'am, kasi nga hindi pa naman po stable yung sinabi ko kanina, hindi pa stable talaga yung ano ni Mr. Bolig, no? So paiba-iba yung statement, but then yung sinabi niya lang po na paano na ano yung vessel nila is yun ang yung pag-iwang-iwang, and then hinampas sila, and then after that wala po siyang ibang statement because it was for a while and then umiyak na siya, so nagiging emotional na din siya because hindi niya kinaya. So yung feeling niya pa kasi he is still hoping na and praying na mas safe pa yung mga kasamahan niya. So yun pa lang talaga ang nasa isip niya. But then, yung lahat ng incident doon na nangyari is hindi niya kayaning i-divulge sa atin. So sabi ko din sa kanya na mag-rest lang siya, and then when the time is right, pagkaya na niyang isabi, so andito lang kami to support him. So as of yung talang mga detalye, ma'am, hindi niya po nasabi sa amin, ma'am.
So, hindi din siya ma-mention man kung sa Coast Guard and sa Navy. What time yung first distress call? When and what time?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, we really understand that you want the technicality to be answered from the time, from the all the details. Pero as what I said, ma'am, that this is really under the investigation, and we could never divulge any information not unless it is already done.
Sige, isa na lang, ma'am. Inano pag-calculate nung paano kinalculate nung rescue mission, yung search and rescue mission, yung possible location sa mga nawala? Yung radius, tapos sir, follow up sa Navy. Meron nag-request tayo ng help sa naval counterparts natin. Di ba meron tayo sir sa side ng Malaysia and Indonesia?
For the response, first, we started receiving information around 2 p.m. And from there, we coordinated already with Santa Ana and at the same time with our counterpart, the Coast Guard. Kailangan muna nating identify and validate the information. So, the first initial response started around 16:07 or 4 in the afternoon. We deployed immediately our boat attack 491, reminders po, boat attack 491, BA 491, so that mabilis yung reaction sa Davao boat. Initial information is we need to scour the Davao boat area for possibilities na baka nandun pa sila. Then immediately around 5 in the afternoon, we also provided our special operations team, our Naval Special Warfare Unit 7, together with their special boat team. Then doon na nag-umpisa na mag-conduct ng maritime interagency coordination between other agencies and also with the Prevention Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office of Davao Occidental. In the evening of 19, an emergency meeting was facilitated by the OCD-11 so that magkaroon na ng maayos na perspective of what will be happening for the social rescue operation. And we also recommended 4 lockdown points for yung search and rescue box. And we also, syempre, we need to also consider the current, the tide, the wind, kung saan yung possibility na adrift ng mga survivors. So, po.
Ma'am, clarification lang. Tama ba na yung boat that's a wooden type? MCA Anhara?
With the classification of the boat, sir, is hindi pa po namin i-divulge yun kasi part po yun ng investigation.
Kasi di ba may phase-out order na for wooden hull type vessels? And is it seaworthy for that kind of vessel to travel along that route?
Actually, sir, the master of the vessel submitted a master declaration of safe departure. So that is according to the master that he is responsible in declaring his motor bangka or vessel to be safe to be deployed or to sail.
So, I mean, along that route, ma'am, from Davao City to Davao, Davao Oriental, di ba? GovGen. Seaworthy po ba yung that kind of vessel, yung wooden type vessel to travel along that route?
Sir, that would be determined on the investigation that is ongoing.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but how does that affect the investigation? Are you merely saying what is made of, what's the how made of, how does that affect the investigation?
Yes, ma'am. I understand your cry really for the facts, But actually, ma'am, the small peculiarity of even the boat, the passengers, the technicalities issues is really very important on the investigation. And if we will inform you of any small details from the boat itself, from the passenger itself, it would really preempt the result of the investigation. So we really hope that you would understand us, because we will never hide the result of the investigation. The result of the investigation will be divulged to each and every one of you. So,
the result of the investigation, ma'am, since they po na po tayo, even single siguro the details about the incident.
yes, ma'am. As of the moment, ma'am, we have the prioritization, which is the search and rescue operation, because we really value the lives of these 15 passengers, and we would prioritize this operation rather than the ongoing investigation. So all the details, ma'am, all your questions will be answered. But as of the moment, ma'am, the investigation is still ongoing. So all information will not be divulged.
Ma'am, without necessarily,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, excuse me, without necessarily touching on the MBCA Amihara investigation, you don't need to disclose any details regarding sa investigation po, no? Pero for a wooden type vessel po, is it safe or is it seaworthy po ba for a wooden type vessel to travel along that route?
That would be depending, sir, on the type of vessel.
Wooden type.
Yes, sir.
Without necessarily touching on the MBCA Amihara po, is it safe for a wooden type vessel to travel along that route, considering there's already a phase-out order?
For
That's not general.
yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, there is a purpose for Marina to phase out the wooden boat. So to answer your question, sir, that would depend on the type of boat. Kahit pa made of wood siya, depende po sa size ng boat. Kung kaya niya po yung the current. So magdedepende pa rin po yun. So it's not all about what the boat is made of.
Pero a boat of that size, ma'am, a boat of that size, seaworthy?
Mga recreational boats na made of wood. I don't know. Wooden recreational boats.
Yes, ma'am. Before, ma'am, the wooden boat would sail, they have the certification from Marina, and they would issue this. Marina will issue this to the boat owners. They would inspect the boat prior providing them the certificate, which is the CPC. Yes, ma'am. So, the Coast Guard will do his part. Prior the departure, will conduct the pre-departure inspection. When it comes to the seaworthiness of the boat, the Marina will issue such certificates, sir. And they will determine them kung ilan po yung passengers, saan po yung route nila. So, the Marina will take charge on that, sir. Thank you.
Ma'am, kasi yung na-rescue na boat crew, yung crewman, doon na siya na, di ba, na spot towards, tama ba, sa Indonesian na waters? May coordination pa, sir, sa counterparts doon?
Yes, sir. The survivor was located on 11 nautical miles from the Sarangani Island. So hindi po siya sa yes.
Nasa border
nasa
ba
atin pa na.
yung direction na to going towards Indonesian side na po? Tama ba? Or any coordination with the Indonesian counterparts?
Let us consider yung swimmer, yung survivor. Hindi siya ma-adrift papunta sa Indonesian border because he needs to find shoreline. He needs to look for land. So ang langoy niya is paakyat ng borders natin, not Indonesian borders.
But as we speak though, sir, is there ongoing coordination with the Indonesian or even Malaysian counterparts?
Yes, we already have an effort with, with coordination with the Indonesian Consul General. As of now, yung Indonesia muna. Dahil ang current natin is pababa. So, southwest, ma'am. Southwest. So, i-consider muna natin na yung search and rescue efforts are doon sa neighboring country natin, which is Indonesia.
Sir, yung coordination with the Indonesian counterpart po, January 19. Tapos, anybody can answer kung saan si Pasing Duda, the fishing area.
Miss Ivy next, and then Armando next.
Tsaka hindi pa nasagot, sir, yung calculate ng search yung possible location ng wala. Ilang radius?
Wait for the investigation. Ako ba rin?
Wait for the investigation. Hindi nga, while waiting. Sir, sige naman. Pasing view lang ba? Saka yung radius nung pag-calculate ng search and rescue sa possible location. Ganun na siya kalak? Ano ka, ang radius niya? Ay, tapos, igano natin sa airport sa Navy kung ano na yung scout, ilang radius na din yung scout for the search and rescue, ilang days.
Yes, ma'am. For the first question, ma'am, is kung may effort po tayo for the coordination for the Consul of Indonesia. We already, from Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao, we have already written a request for them and informing them of the search and rescue effort of the Philippines, particularly the Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao on the said incident that was received and written January 21 po. And when it comes to your question, ma'am, on the radius of the search area, the Philippine Coast Guard is using the SAROPS. If you may, this application is used by our operation for determining the search area. And it would, SAROPS means Search and Rescue Optimal Planning System. So ito po yung system na ginagamit ng Philippine Coast Guard to determine po kung kung saan po namin sila dapat hanapin. Kasi when it comes to search and rescue is we really have to determine the area to be searched on para hindi po tayo magsayang ng logistics, ng effort and the personnel. Kasi hindi po biro yung search and rescue kung hindi po natin alam kung saan po tayo dapat maghanap. So we use this system for us to help from the last known location which is given on the information upon received on 19 of January. So dun po nanggagaling yung sinasabi nyo kung paano po namin na-determine. We use the system for us to determine kung saan po kami pwede at possibilities po kung saan po sila pwedeng mahanap.
Okay.
Manila pa yan ba eh? Fishing area nila kasi first lang nila. Bukyan na lang. Kasi, di ko ka naghapon sir.
Ma'am, yung Pasig Duda, ano siya, island siya. It was discussed last evening during our meeting. Nasa Eastern Seaboard siya, na area. Yun yung parang Anglers Haven, Fishing Haven. So, yun yung area ngayon na kung saan yung focus ng search and rescue area ng SAROPS ng Coast Guard. Yung refer to that area to conduct search and rescue. So, lahat ng efforts doon sa area na yun. Southeast.
So mga ito mga igala, no? Ang mga opisyal no, gikan sa Naval Forces Eastern Mindanao, mga igala, pinagi ni Lieutenant Commander pangalan ni Sir Brian, no? Jerome Brian Mauring, mga igala, no? Napod dito mga igala, no? Si Deputy District Head sa Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao nga si Commander Macy Gabion mga igala o ang mga igala ng Social Welfare Officer 5 no sa nga si Ma'am Gemma de la Cruz mga igala no. So moto siya ang mga igala no ang ilahang pahayag no. So hopefully no makita na gid unta no. Makita na gid unta ning mga no kaning mga nangawala mga igala no ka 15 hopefully napagid sila buhi pagid sila mga igala no. Hopefully pray nato na mga katambayan no. So kagani may anyways mga igala no base sa ato ang mga igala ato ang nakita no sa Pag-asa Davao mga igala no gikan natong gikan natong sa ba to January 18 no limpyo kay ang dagat sa Davao region mga igala. Wala gi weather disturbances mga igala, puro localized thunderstorms lang no. Ang kasagaran ginaingon may hinay ngadto sa kasarangan lang gid mga igala no. So kuan gini siya mga igala no, pinakalit disgrasya ra gini siya mga igala no. So and knowing mga igala kani mga tawhanan ng kabalo sila unsa ang kuan sa dagat no. Base sa mga impormasyon yan na dapat to, kabisado nila ang pagkuan sa dagat mga igala no. So kanina gid siguro siguro nahitabo, unfortunate ang kininahitabo mga katambayan. Anyways mga katambayan, matay kong oras ang alas di Bukwersa sa DXRP Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko Davao, may hilawin ng kauban Armando Feniquito. Alang sa tambayan sa Radyo Pilipinas, hangtod sunod na usab, daghang salamat ug may adlaw ka natong tanan.